Nice. Good morning, everybody. MGMT. Time to Pretend. I like that band a lot.
I know who they are, but I don't know much of their stuff.
Although I don't like them as much these days. They went off the rails. Me and Travis were just talking about them. That was off their first album, right? They didn't have anything really going on before that.
No.
Their first album had 3 or 4 really, really cool songs that got a lot of play. You might know the song "Kids." "Electric Eel" was a cool song off that album, and "Time to Pretend" were
Electric
the big...
Feel.
Oh, "Electric Feel." Sorry, you're right.
Scream at the boss.
What?
Show some humility.
This one, and then their second album came out and it was a little stranger, and they lost a lot of their fan base.
These songs are 6 years old.
This song's 6 years old already?
We were playing these at K-Rock, yeah.
Really? And now I guess they have a third album out, and I didn't even download it yet.
Yeah, it came out last year.
And you didn't download it either, Travis, right?
No, and just reading it on Wikipedia explains why I wouldn't. It features a variety of unique visual elements to accompany and illuminate the new music. No.
Oh, that sounds great. I love visual elements.
Travis goes, no.
Yes, visual element with a CD is perfect.
Are you trying to tell me they're getting a little too cool,
Yeah,
man?
I mean, when you are firmly in the psychedelic rock genre, that's
Right.
when I'm out.
What are they doing?
I know a lot of people like that, but
Their songs were everywhere 6 years ago.
I remember they were here one time and I didn't know who they were.
You know this song.
Did you stay to watch them or something?
Fuck yeah, I did.
I remember that, yeah.
And then I posted all sorts of video, and then their team told me to take it all down.
Why?
They were very mad. They were doing what like a fishbowl thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, in January of 2013, the band told Rolling Stone that they are not trying to make music that everyone understands the first time they hear it.
God.
That's why I'm not listening anymore.
All right, fair enough.
I mean, I guess Prince has a weird effect on people. Like, some people love him, think he's a genius, and other people are like, what is this shit?
Right.
When he came out, now it's kind of like, that's just Prince.
It is
Welcome.
just Prince. Well, good morning, everybody. I feel like shit. I just want everyone to know that.
You look great.
I look good, huh? I don't know if it's, everything that's been going on the last 2 or 3 weeks, but I just feel completely run down.
Yeah.
And we're heading to Montreal today right after the show, so... But it makes my voice sexier, which is
I would
nice.
say so. I was noticing that too. I didn't want to mention it.
Thank you.
So don't clear your throat.
I got a slight sore throat, which is perfect if you're doing morning radio. Good morning, everybody.
I was looking at that boy band yesterday on the way out.
Oh, my God.
I didn't know who they were.
No.
I snapped a photo. I was going to show some girls outside, but they were all 9. I'm like, let me just go home.
What was it? 5 minutes of summer, or 5 days of summer, or 5
seconds to summer.
seconds
It's 5 seconds of summer, 5 SOS.
5 seconds of summer.
I don't know who they are.
5 SOS.
They're the ones we made fun of on the radio.
They
right?
were, right? The one guy
Yep.
trying to wear like the Ramones shirt or whatever.
Yeah. What was it? Misfits.
Yeah.
You know, because he's the rocker dude. But man, the girls love him.
Yeah.
I felt sorry. There was one big, and I mean big, she was big, a big mom outside. And, she had to, go with her daughter because this was her daughter's thing to sleep out and hopefully meet these guys. Did they stop at all when they left the building yesterday?
That I don't know, but I mean, there were girls that were here at 5:30 in the morning yesterday waiting for these guys.
I think they were even here before that, Sam Roberts.
Yeah.
They had barricades set up,
Yeah.
and there were probably close to 1,000 little girls outside this building yesterday.
Yay!
And then, we walked out after our show, and we actually got one person. One person was excited we were outside.
Yes. Surprisingly, it was an adult male.
Yeah, it wasn't an adult male.
It was not
He
a
goes-
young lady.
He goes, hey, Jim, can I take your picture? And, of course, we said yes.
Yeah.
Because, why else hang around waiting for someone to recognize us? And then all the girls picked up their cameras like, ooh, these guys must be somebody.
Yeah, he's got
and,
his shades on.
and then realized we're nobodies, especially in their world. And
How
they all
old were
put-
those girls?
They were like 14,
Yeah,
15,
too young.
13, right? Around there?
yeah.
Is that One Direction age or no? Their band?
Yeah, pretty much, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, 5 Seconds of Summer is doing a little bit of poaching One Direction's audience.
Are they?
Yeah.
See, look, this is the picture they took yesterday, or
No,
or
It's
recently?
recently, yeah.
Where the one guy's got to wear a Nirvana T-shirt.
See the guys, this is a big Sex Pistols fan.
Is he, you think?
Well, he's got the T-shirt, he's got to be.
And his hair looks a little like the Sex Pistols a little bit. So what, he's the punk guy in the
I think
band?
he must have just woken up like that and thrown a shirt
Crazy
on.
rocker just showed up, had a beer the night before.
Probably.
The other kid has a knit hat on, so what, he's like the grunge the grunge guy.
Yeah,
there's holes in his shirt. He must have had it forever.
I know.
Yeah, he's the
that's crazy.
misunderstood, disenfranchised one in the band. No one gets him. And then there's the Asian guy. They're all ugly. They're not even good looking. Like, at least One Direction, you're like, all right, if I was a 13-year-old girl, I'd want this guy to dump seeds on me.
Sure.
You know, he's handsome. These are all ugly dudes.
And what a shitty world to be in, because their fan base they're all illegal. So you have all these little girls that want you, and you can't touch them.
You got to get one of the moms or older sisters to blow you, and then you can meet the kid. That's
Exactly.
That's the deal.
And then some of these girls were a block away, and they're still waiting around. Like that, you don't have a chance that you're going to get a picture with these guys. They might hang around for a little. They're not even going to hang around because they would cause a frenzy outside, right?
Well, a cop told me what happens is we went outside. There's 2 entrances here, and there was more people in the front entrance.
Wow, were there?
They were going out the side entrance,
right?
And they might have even went through the garage,
right?
And the cop we talked to every day outside said that what happens is they barricade these girls off, or these fans, and the guys will come out and sign a couple of things, but then there's these moms and kids that line up across the street and run over as soon as the band comes out, and they fuck it up for everyone, because then the band just gets hustled into their cars because of these assholes who don't want to stand behind the barricades.
Man. And what? They'll be famous for what? What's the shelf life? 3 years? 4 years?
I wouldn't give them that long.
Not even, huh?
No.
Is One Direction still popular?
I mean, they're not as big as they were last summer.
Are they fading a bit?
They're in
big
between
time.
albums.
Is Bieber fading?
Oh boy, is the Biebs fading.
Does he? Well, he'd still have people show up if he was here, though.
Not like that.
Not like the old days?
Not even close.
Not like that. Even yesterday.
No fucking way would he have that many people waiting for him. No way.
Wow, that faded fast for him.
Yeah, not even close to that many people.
And now the cops are telling his neighbors to, just arrest him? Did anyone else see that story?
The neighbors are telling the cops?
The cops are basically telling the neighbors, you could arrest him.
For what?
Citizen arrest. Because I guess he's just a dick. So now they're encouraging his own neighbors to just arrest him when they see him acting up. Right?
He's just going through that awkward
Is that the story,
phase.
right?
Yeah.
Watch out, Justin Bieber. The long arm of the law might be holding groceries next to you in the elevator. Police have talked to folks at Bieber's ritzy New Beverly Hills building about the possibility of placing him under citizen's arrest if they see any illegal activity. So they're encouraging his neighbors just to arrest this guy because they're sick of going over there for all the complaints.
They had to go 6 times on Saturday night to his house because people were complaining about him.
Well, it's just loud music, right?
Yeah.
Well, of course.
Yeah, that's what kids do.
Yeah.
Kids, how old is he now? 30, 35? How old's Bieber?
He's still worse than rock stars who are throwing televisions out fucking hotel windows into pools that people were probably swimming in 10 minutes earlier.
Good point. Good point.
How embarrassing would it be to have all your teenage stuff on video? Like, that douchey transition, like, how humiliating.
But now everyone will have that. Not just the stars. If you're born nowadays or the last 10 years, your whole life's online now, right?
What is he, 20?
Yeah.
He's 20 now. Damn.
He just didn't make the jump right. He went into this whole hip-hop phase, and I'm cool, and it's embarrassing. He should have just went into a gentle singer. Hello, ladies. The girls would have still swooned.
Sure. Yeah.
Fucking loved him.
Decided to do that weird hip-hop thing.
It's not cool.
I don't know about that.
I tried it, Justin. It's a flop. Trust me, I didn't look cool either.
So how did it play out for everybody with this band yesterday?
I mean,
any stories?
There was a handful of girls that got to come upstairs.
Were they happy?
And watch them. Oh, yeah. And watch the band perform.
Was it wrong I took a selfie with the band while they were warming up?
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
It's not a good one either.
We walked right by them. We couldn't or could. Which one is the one you're supposed to use?
I was listening to Word Crimes, and the correct...
Which one do you use when you want to say, I don't give a shit?
We couldn't care less.
We couldn't care less.
Because it's impossible to have cared less than we did. To say I could care less means that there's still room to care.
Right.
Which I find inspirational.
I looked at them.
Yes, I do.
They were like 10, 15 feet away from us. I don't care.
You bragging?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I guess that was a sideways brag, right?
Yeah.
But we didn't care or couldn't care less or could care less or not give a shit.
We didn't give a shit.
Exactly.
I cared a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
They had a documentary crew or somebody with them.
Oh, cool. So it's probably where are they now? Just getting ready.
Yeah, they better get that together quickly.
Yeah, it's going to be shown next summer.
Right, next summer. How about this fall?
The rocking drummer and the fat Asian kid, oh, they're awful looking.
Yeah.
They're like, there's no one above a 7 in that band.
It's unbelievable. And what, do they have a second song out yet? This is all over 4 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know. It kind of just hit, and then somebody decided they're the band.
Who decides they're the band?
I don't know, but
Like,
everybody.
They were the opener for One Direction for the longest time.
But
so
how
they
does
got moved up?
How does it get to the point where all these teenage girls go, yeah, this is the new band we've got to follow everywhere?
I don't know who the Pied Piper of teenage girls is, but
There's
they all
one girl you think out there?
Well, there's got to be, because they all just okay. This is the thing now.
Yeah.
But were they the same management company as One Direction?
I don't know.
Because if they're being managed by the same company, then maybe they had them open as a purposeful marketing thing and then move them up.
But that's not a guarantee either, you know?
No.
Yeah, you have
not
all
at all.
that behind you, and they decide you're the next band. I don't think it's a guarantee. It's some kind of weird, viral, organic thing that happens. It's fascinating to me because they're huge for, I think, one song, right, E-Rock? Do they have 2 songs?
They have a few songs in here, but I don't know which one was the big hit.
We've already
do.
We've
No,
already
actually, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Normally I would.
We've already pushed out at least 10 hours of great material this
say-
week.
I was gonna say
These
today.
guys have maybe 15 minutes. They
Yeah.
might have 15 minutes of material that these teenage girls give a shit about.
Troy's
If that-
running outside, so he must know something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We're going to start talking to Troy on the air again,
Yeah,
right?
we've had this
I've had
1
enough
year
of this
hiatus.
shit.
Enough already. We can't talk to someone.
It's been a year. I think we could start talking to Troy again.
I think the big song is "She Looks So Perfect."
Is that the one with the
nice.
T-shirt or something?
It's got
Something about
55 million
T-shirt.
hits.
55 million. Yeah, this is the T-shirt thing, right?
Is that 55 million hits? Are they all legit hits, or do they people pay for them? Or
it's people that just watch the videos over and over again.
Yeah.
It's not 55 million people. 55 million views.
that's a lot of people watching.
A lot of these kids use this as their, as their iTunes, whatever. In their room, they just keep playing the videos over and over again.
Oh, this is awful.
It's all right. It follows the formula. You can't say it's awful.
I don't like it.
I'm just amazed that many people would get into something.
Compared to the feelings I got when I heard "Baby, Baby," this just doesn't move me at all.
baby,
Or "Boyfriend," his follow-up hit.
Yeah.
It's tremendous.
You liked it?
Habib's had 2 home runs in a row.
This one isn't making you snap though.
It's not doing anything. It's not
No.
look at my feet; they haven't moved an inch.
Your toes are not tapping.
Absolutely not. But when I first heard "Baby," who didn't?
Baby.
See, you can't stop your elbows from going up. It's a good one. Yeah.
Nah.
You're not going to put 5 Seconds of Summer on your Gaga playlist?
Certainly not.
The gods. Where is she
finished,
these days? She's finished.
All done.
You think she's all done?
Did that Madonna fight? I know, by the way, people out there, we sound like hens, but that fucking that Madonna fight fucking wrecked her, man. That thing with Madonna, it's like that's how powerful Madonna is. When she got written off as just a copycat, she was finished.
Well, that
Yeah.
last album wasn't that great either.
Right.
And the album was great. And then I think it was also one of those things where at first she's doing things that make her stand out, and everybody's like, oh, look at her. But everybody at the same time kind of got that, all right, it's enough.
Was it the egg?
Maybe it was the egg that it was
Something
like,
did it where-
okay,
Yeah.
we're different. Maybe it was coming out with horns on her head or something.
So she was getting big laughs, and then all of a sudden she told one joke, and everybody in the room went, ugh. Fuck,
Right.
It's terrible.
Just let the laugh sit there. You had it.
Too many people just started pointing and laughing at her.
I like this song.
And she didn't have the music to back it up anymore.
And I relate to this song.
You do, huh?
Yeah, because the applause is, I think, what so many of us.
I love that you knew the song.
How do you not?
Well, it was just the intro riff.
Of course I
you
do.
just-
Yeah.
Jimmy's a big Lady Gaga fan.
I am a big fucking Gaga fan.
But you don't call her Gaga.
No.
What do you call her?
So what? Mama Monster.
What?
Mama Monster. Who's so annoyed that I like somebody? I think my ex-girlfriend must have cut my cock off because I like Lady Gaga. It just drives her nuts.
Why, though?
I don't know. She's like, I'm a teenage girl. I'm a
Doesn't-
fucking emo fruit. She's had enough of me.
But you live for the applause, too.
Of course, applause.
Is it like this? When does that part kick in?
That's normally how it is for me. This is the quick,
Just a quick
That's
cue.
private
abrupt,
eye.
polite applause. Yeah, exactly. Happy I'm leaving.
What?
They said they're happy I'm leaving when I'm done on the show. They just give me 2 quick claps and goodbye. Clap and point.
Why are we talking about pop music?
Why not, dude? There's a big band here yesterday. We're
guess that's
excited.
why.
We're relevant. We're hip. We're now. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. There's a big white flag on the Brooklyn Bridge, and there's fucking a bunch of 10-year-olds creaming their jeans outside. What do we talk about?
What makes you realize you're not hip and now is when you walk through that. You walk through what was going on yesterday. There were so many people here, and not one person knew who we were.
No, and we didn't know who they were either.
No, I mean the fans.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no crossover.
No, there shouldn't be.
Not a one.
Mm-hmm. There shouldn't be. Unless you're doing movies, there's no way to do radio or stand-up and have that fan base recognize you. It'd be creepy if they did. It'd be weird. If we do a radio show and like half of that audience outside was like, oh my God, you guys were so funny. We'd be like, wow, we stink.
I'd rather have a good solid 10,000 fans over a 20-year period than millions upon millions for 2 years.
Absolutely. That's exactly. Slow and steady wins the race. That's what we tell ourselves as we're drying our fucking tears in the mirror with a towel.
I'd rather have a quick 2 or 3 years where you can't even move.
Yeah.
We could walk around.
Yeah, walk around. We can run around with signs with our names on them. Nobody gives a shit.
I get one a day.
Yeah.
About one.
Yeah.
Sometimes, if it's a good day, I get recognized 2, 3 times a day. That's not bad, right?
And then when you see the celebrities, the real celebrities, do you go, yeah, no, I know what it's like. I know what it's like. I get my one a
I know
day.
your struggle.
Yeah.
I know your struggle, you know.
And here's what we tell ourselves. You know, it's nice because we have fans.
Right.
But, you know, you can walk around, live your life. It's a good place to be. Nobody bothers you all the time. Once in a while, a fan.
But I'll tell you, when we promote a bar gig, then we're fucking rock stars. Then we can't move.
Dude, if I got to sell 80 tickets or less, clean machine, gone. Anything over 100, I got to keep plugging.
In a solid bar gig, we can't fucking move. But then, of course, then we leave, and then it's right back to no one giving a shit.
Well, I'm telling you, tomorrow in Montreal, when we're in that conference room in the hotel, it's going to be packed with people. They're foaming at the mouth to see you.
Oh, my God, we're going to feel like rock stars.
Yeah, just don't leave the conference room.
Until we get back in the lobby of the hotel and realize...
You'll be totally fine.
Oh, I see. It's only concentrated to that room.
Yeah.
This band can't even walk around the city.
Right.
Well, I think that during my big keynote speech, there should be, you want to talk about a half-empty room. Yeah. Because fans can't get tickets to that. You have to have a badge, a festival badge for that. It's not sellable.
It's industry, as they like to say.
Oh.
What's wrong?
I just don't think many of them will come.
Why?
Why? I don't know. How much of a splash have I made in 25 years? Let's be honest.
When is that? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow at 1, yeah.
Well, I'll be there.
Well, my friends will be there. I've been doing, and a lot of the comics I love aren't going to be up there. Like Colin won't be up there this year. Amy, they're all,
doing their thing.
Yeah, Amy's fucking wasting her time with this movie, and Colin's doing this one-man show.
The Shooms is in the paper every day.
Her and Bill Hader are it's everywhere.
Yeah, she's doing a movie called Trainwreck. That's the title, the working title at least, if not the title.
The title, yeah, Judd Apatow's
and
directing
it's
it.
filming in New York, so now the paparazzi are taking shots of Amy Schumer every day. Today it's her and Bill Hader just walking down the street holding hands.
And there's pictures of them on a rock a couple weeks ago, just sitting there in Central Park.
And they're sleazy because what they do, the paparazzi, they go to the movie sets, they take these pictures, and then you, the dummy that picks up the newspaper, you're like, oh, is Amy Schumer dating Bill Hader? Oh. And then you have to read to see that it's just a shot from the movie.
I sent her one. She was in the Daily News one week, and I took a picture and sent it to her, and she's like, "Where's this from?" Like, I always assume people know their shit's gonna be in the paper,
right?
But then you forget, like, I don't know. She's just, she's as happy as anybody this year.
Judd Apatow movie. Holy crap! It's gonna be great. That it's gonna work. I
think so. I mean, he's guy's fucking. What a nice guy he is too. I mean, just. A really down to earth, he's got like a stand up mentality as a comic. So because he started doing stand up,
I love the guy. I mean, we might have had a little issue with the guy, but after the show, I ironed it out with him.
I never had an issue with Judd Apatow.
Hopefully he'll come back. There was some misunderstandings.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
There were a few misunderstandings, but I love Judd Apatow. Would love to have him on again.
I've seen him 50 times since then because he's been performing.
Right.
Once in a while, he'll perform here and there. Occasionally, yeah, maybe other places too. Just kind of goes up and does a little stand-up.
Is he good? Is he a good stand-up?
He is actually. Yeah, he started as a comic,
right?
And he kind of goes up and just talks about who he is now and what his life is. It's funny and it's interesting.
Nice. So we got a few hours here, and then we're gonna get to the airport and fly up to Montreal this afternoon.
Yeah.
And we'll be live tomorrow and Friday.
I'm looking forward to getting up there. It's like, you know, I used to
loved
hate
it
the
last
festival,
year.
but I kind of like it now a lot. For years, you try to get in. That's your goal as a comedian. I want to get into the Montreal Comedy Festival.
Right.
And then you finally start going. You're like, all right, this is kind of fun. Because after they reject you X amount of times, which they did, a lot of no's.
Really?
Yeah, I heard no, we're not interested from probably 92 to 2006.
No.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That long for real?
Yeah, I would do the Nasty Show.
Right.
Once in a while. I was in that weird thing where people, I had management already, so that a lot of times they want new talent, because those are the big shows. It's not, the Aziz shows are nice, or the Chappelle shows are great for money making and fan interest.
Right.
But they're not what gets the industry there. What gets the fucking business there is people that you've never heard of, because everybody wants to sign them, or the networks want to bring them out for a huge deal. That's what brings, people there.
That's a great time up there. One of our interns wants to go. She was telling me it's her goal to go there.
Which one?
The one that sweats a lot.
Oh God, what does she want to do up there?
We bring her in for a second. She's so
coming.
excited to go up to the comedy festival, but she's not going this year.
She's a huge comedy fan.
Oh, okay.
And then she's like, "It's only 4 hours from my college." I'm like, "Just ride up there.
Right.
Just ride." You're wearing a long
Before
sleeve
you
shirt.
make fun of my plaid on polka dot, I just wanted to let you know I was cold in there. That's why I'm.
Yeah, understandably. That's why.
I
Why
thought
wouldn't you
were-
dress like
I
that?
thought you were covering up, a little
A
sweat.
pit stain.
No, I'm fine.
No.
I sit and set up.
Yeah, go ahead, of course.
Thanks.
Are we allowed to say you're cute, or are you going to go to
I
human
don't.
resources?
That's okay. I won't go to resources.
That's not harassment to say somebody's cute.
The only reason I have to say that, and it's true, is because we comment about your sweat stains. So
Yeah.
I want to bounce it out a little bit.
Thanks. Yeah, people must think I'm like a man.
No, not at all. You are dressed like Carrie's mother in the original film with the polka dotted dress and the thing over it, but it's okay.
You're a big comedy fan,
Yeah.
and you want to go.
I wish, yeah. You guys are interviewing Mark Maron's my favorite. I
Oh
love
yeah,
Mark
Maron's
Maron.
great.
Yeah, Mark's going to be doing the show tomorrow, I think,
Oh,
right? Tomorrow.
I believe so.
Good luck on the keynote. That's
Oh,
awesome.
thank you. Yeah, it's. I'm not nervous about talking in front of people, but it's like I don't know how long to make it. Like it's 15, 20 minutes max. It's not like a fucking long thing.
So make it an hour and a half.
I should.
just kill your friends.
And wind down every
Right.
20 minutes, but don't stop.
See who your real friends are. You just go for like an hour and a half and see who the last person is to leave,
I
and
do
then you
that.
know that's your friend.
Oh my God, I really should just fucking burn the whole ship down.
That would be, but that's something you should do.
I should be overly dramatic. Like I want to start off. What is comedy? I want to be really dramatic and terrible. Yeah, it's so I have 13 pages written,
Wow.
but I think there might be too much. I haven't been able to read the whole thing through. Like I keep going through it, and every time I do, I have to stop and edit or change a word because a lot of it I talked into like that Siri app. You just it's whatever. It's part of the fun. It's like an old man. But you talk it in, so I talk in thoughts and then I organize them. And
Wow.
I don't know how to do it without editing it.
Are you practicing by yourself in front of a mirror?
No mirror, because I'm going to have the paper up there. I'm not going to be.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
it's not a monologue. Look, I gotta.
Right.
You know.
Any inspiring quotes from song lyrics?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's like Ozzy Osbourne said, "You can't kill rock and roll." And then I'll pause for applause.
Nice. So you're going to drive up next year.
Yeah, I hope so.
Why don't you drive up this year?
Yeah.
I don't have a car. If I were at like school, because I go to school in New Hampshire, and it's only 4 hours away from where I go to school. So if I were at school,
Then it would.
then
But you're never going to be at school when it goes down because it's in the summer.
Well, I was there last summer. I work up at school, so
Oh,
if I didn't
okay.
have this internship, I would be up there.
Oh, all right.
What's
Yeah.
your major? Communications.
Yeah, broadcasting.
Oh, you want to be on the air, or do you want to do stand up?
With stand up, like comedy.
Yeah.
I wish I could do stand up comedy. I'm not funny enough to do that.
This hasn't stopped about 1,000 people.
At least
I wish that a lot of people thought that.
At least I know I'm not funny enough.
Okay.
But she has
But no, I think I want to do like on air things.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah,
and you have a band.
yeah.
What do you do in the band?
I play guitar and sing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's one of your songs?
Let's play one of your songs.
I don't have any recordings from the band. Thanks. We just started like 6 months ago, and for the 3 months we've been like in all separate places. So,
Do you do covers?
not really, but a few.
We got a guitar around here. Find a guitar. I want to put her on the
feel
spot.
Uncomfortable.
This is a big spot for you.
Yeah, why not?
Joe DeRosa asked me to email him a song.
Oh, Joe's trying to pick you up.
I did send him something. I didn't know what to do, so I was like,
He doesn't care about your song.
I know, that's what I was like, started thinking.
Maybe Joe's trying to help her.
Yeah, well,
Joe's a music mogul.
I was like, I really don't have any recordings, but I'll send you something.
Joe's pulling a Ben Stein.
So I sent him like a recording I did with a friend of mine, and he like just emailed me back, and I don't know what
I
to
say.
say. He just said, "Great stuff. How long have you been doing this for?"
Oh, just keep the communication open.
I'm here to tell you, Joe doesn't care about your music.
That's what I kind of figured. I was like very
good.
confused.
You're not
I went up
stupid,
to Sam after. I was like, I'm very confused about what just happened.
Well, an email is harmless.
He was like, I want to ask you about your band, and I was like, I really don't have much.
He said that?
Yeah, he was. Well, when I walked in, he asked me if I heard anything he was saying, and I was like, no, but you're clearly talking about me. So.
Well, in the world of pedophilia, what happens is there's something called grooming. You groom the person. Right. Although you're how old are you? You're 20. Oh yeah, you're plenty old. Joe wants to hear the song.
Oh, good for Joe.
You're an adult. He doesn't have to. You're an intern, but he doesn't work here. So
Joe's on the prowl. He finds you attractive. There's no way he cares about your music. No offense.
I know.
No offense.
I'm clearly aware of that.
What song did you send him?
I did a cover of the Moon song from the movie Her. You know, the movie Her with Scarlett Johansson.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, there's a song that they did for that movie, and at the time I really liked it.
Right.
Me and my friend are like one of a million other people who covered it, but I really liked it at the time. So
let's hear it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh come on! What's the worst that can happen? It stinks and we laugh at you. So
I
what?
guess
Let's hear it, or you can play it live. Here's the guitar.
No, I don't want to. Can we play it here? I don't want to play.
On.
No, I really don't.
How about this? Instead of playing it live, can we just hear you play the guitar?
No.
Why? If you play the guitar, I can't do
I
it.
don't like to do that.
You're not a good guitarist?
Not really. I don't think I am.
I played for a long time.
There you go. It's in your
head. I don't want to.
Oh, she's all shy.
Sam, stick up for me, please.
I think you could play guitar very well.
You can listen to it online. Like, I would rather play it online than
What I wouldn't give to do a pH test on those pits right now. Oh, they're in bad shape. They're in bad shape.
I would much rather just play it. Like, I'm too shaky. Like, look at my hands now. I'm shaky. I don't want to do
That's
it.
why this would be great.
So I would rather not, but I'll play it.
You know
on
how
the
great this
computer.
would be for our show? Pick up the guitar and,
I don't want to do that.
This could be your big moment.
What?
This is your breakout.
I don't want a big moment, to be honest.
Well, you're certainly in the right place.
How about 1 minute? You try to do it for 1 minute. And we'll put you on the
it's a
clock.
3-minute song or 2-minute song. You can listen to it on.
How about we hear part of it, and maybe we'll give you some confidence.
Can we call Joe DeRosa?
No, oh my God, this is so
We're already
weird.
on it.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's not a bad.
Joe wants to hear your music, huh?
I guess so.
You think he was talking about you before you walked in the room?
He definitely was.
Was he?
Wait, what's that
I
about?
walked in and, I was like walking in and he was like, did you just hear everything I was just saying? And I was like, I don't think so. And he's like, oh, good.
Then he handed you a drink and said, go ahead, enjoy this.
And then I was like, well, you're clearly talking about me. And then they're like, oh, just good things, don't worry. And I don't know.
Are you attracted to Joe?
Wow.
Is that a yes?
It's not a yes, but it's not a no. I don't know. I don't think me and Joe would
She's a nice girl.
She's a very nice girl.
He's a nice guy.
You're not attracted to him.
He's
That's okay.
sensitive,
You can say it. You're not attracted to the guy. That's all right.
Do you like the fact that he has hair like Sonny Corleone? Does that bother you? All right, roll for that one.
Why aren't you attracted to him, you think?
I'm not attracted to him. He's a fine-looking guy.
Fine or fine?
Now I sound like such a bad person. He's going to be.
You're not a bad person. You can't like everybody.
Yeah.
You don't like Joe DeRosa. Why?
Exactly.
Is he a little too needy? We find him a little needy.
I don't know him very well. I mean, I listened. He did his podcast here, so I learned a lot about him there.
Where'd you learn about him?
Sensitive.
He has a sensitive side.
Yeah.
I hope I was.
You got like the douche chills.
But
She said that was strange.
that's strange in a bad way. Just Sam did a great job.
But it's strange to hear a guy be that overly sensitive. You don't mind if there's a little taste of sensitivity in a
good
man.
thing. I mean,
but
it's
not
better than
like Joe, where it's
sensitive.
all sensitivity, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
You like a mixture.
In the email I wrote, I was like, "Oh, I hope you like it. If not, I'm not too sensitive." trying to like connect the dots of the show. You know?
Sure, to make it like a fun.
Yeah, just like a fun.
Joe
little
asked
thing.
for your music. Oh my God.
Well, you know, maybe Joe.
Oh,
Joe,
God.
don't forget, Joe used to rap. You know,
Oh God.
Joe used to rap.
that was not the said by a woman who's impressed with that knowledge.
No.
But yeah, he did actually, and supposedly he was pretty good.
Where's her song? Can we play her song?
Do you want to?
I guess so.
What's
I'm
the-
really nervous about this.
Don't be a goose. What's the name of your band?
I'm embarrassed by the name.
Don't
It's
be.
called the Dirty Lips.
Nice.
The Dirty Lips.
I like 'em.
That's all
I
right.
think I'm all right.
The Dirty Lips.
The dirty lips.
She's falling apart.
She really is panic-stricken and absolutely covered in shame. She's covered in shame. Hey, could you play your song? No.
God, I wish you. Can't you do it live?
No, I really.
What if we
don't
turn
want
our backs
I
to you?
really. That's not going to help. There's so many
What
people.
if we turn off all the lights?
Okay, so
No.
She's only 6
should I
months
play
into
it or
Who's that guy?
he's the friend of mine?
Oh.
He's a musician.
You saying friend in quotes?
Is he a friend? Like
Friend.
benefits or no benefits?
Some benefits?
Some
Maybe
benefits.
some bit.
No, okay. They're like a little item.
Okay, all right.
Kind of like Jack White and his, what is it, his wife or something that did this?
Does he have the dirty lips or do you have the dirty lips?
Actually, technically, I have the dirty lips, but it's because the drummer, when he first met me, he told me I had nice lips. And
What a smooth talker the drummer is.
Nice
He was very
lips.
drunk at the
Did he
time.
put you in a well and ask you to put lotion on your skin? What a fucking creepy compliment.
Yeah, I know. It was a really weird
I've never
compliment.
even said that. I've thought it, but I've never said to a woman, you have nice lips.
And then where did the dirty part come from?
I
Or
don't
is
know.
that too personal?
No, it's not too personal. I just don't know. We're just like thinking about stuff to call it.
Okay.
And how many other options did you have before you landed on dirty lips?
Not much.
No, that was it.
So we kind of went with it. I mean, we can kind of change it if we really wanted to,
Sure.
because we're
You
not.
guys
like,
playing out yet?
What?
You playing out
What do you mean, like? Yeah.
as a band?
Gigging.
Oh yeah, yeah. In Keene, where I go to school, there's like a lot of house shows. So all we usually do is. Sorry.
Hold on, I got hold on. Joey,
Hey, man.
what's up, bro?
I was
What?
sleeping soundly, and then
We,
four phone calls later, I'm awake.
well, we hear that you like the intern's music, Joe.
Yeah, she's very good.
Joe, this is not my choice to call you. Just to let you know, it's me.
We're finding out that there was a little interaction after your appearance on the fine show.
Yeah, you have a nice young lady working for you there,
And you're interested in her music, are you, Joe?
yeah, she puts a fine tune together. So
Just to be fair, we told her that you have no interest in her music,
I like her music,
and that was your in to talk to a pretty girl.
Well, you know, Opie. Some of us think that a woman is more than her looks. You know, that a woman is her talents.
Well,
I choose to pursue a woman for her talents.
her band is called Dirty Lips, so she's into her looks as well.
That's not true.
Wait, what's her band called?
Dirty Lips.
Forget it, I'm out.
Wait, you should have known that because didn't she send you some music?
Not of my band. It's just me.
Oh.
She sent me a cover of her singing an old folk tune, and it was very nice.
Yeah.
It was very nice. Opie, are you suggesting that I was using a fake interest in her music to possibly with some ulterior motives? Is that what you're suggesting?
Well, Joe, some are saying.
Listen.
Did you even listen to the song she sent you?
I did. I listened to the whole thing. I thought it was really nice.
It was nice.
Thanks.
So now what do you want from her?
Nothing. I didn't even. If you can ask her about the email exchange, I was a perfect gentleman. I didn't say,
He was.
hey.
Well, because that's your sensitive side. We all know you're a bit sensitive, so you're not going to go right in for the kill.
But if I was a dirtball, I would have said, hey, why don't we get together and discuss your song? You know, around maybe 11 p.m. tonight. I didn't do anything like that. I just said, Hey, that's really good.
But you are trying to figure out your next move.
Because he ended the email with a question, which leaves the conversation
What was the question
open.
again?
I just said, I think, how long have you been doing this?
See, because that makes her have to write you back.
Yes.
And then that gives you time to figure out what you want to say next. That might lead to you guys getting together for a little bit.
Jesus, Opie, you make it sound like, I'm biding time as I set condoms and dildos up or something.
Well, she's an attractive girl.
She's a beautiful girl.
I just had to tell her that you didn't care about her music.
Jesus, Opie.
And that might have been your end to see if maybe, there's some chemistry there.
You know what they should call you, Opie? The dasher of hopes and dreams.
Do you find her attractive?
Yeah, I think she's adorable. Yeah, she's very pretty.
And you might be hoping that there might be a little something.
Listen, I have an idea. Wasn't the show send us on a date on Sirius XM's dime?
That's a good idea.
It's a very good idea, but she already told us she's not interested in you.
Oh my God.
Right, Sam?
She did say that. She did say that.
In rather harsh terms.
I did not.
Quite frankly.
She kept it nice, but we could read between the lines.
Yeah.
What was her exact quote?
The problem was it was on the physical attraction level. You said he was nice, but just in terms of being attracted to him.
I think she's sort of.
I was.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know. Never mind.
She didn't know. She didn't indicate that she was not attracted to Joe either. She didn't say she wasn't.
She said, I'm not attracted to him.
Oh, my God.
You better explain yourself, young lady.
Sam just explained it.
Why don't you explain it to Joe?
The term she used was compared to what?
Why don't you two
No, I
love...
thought it was really cool that he introduced himself, and I wanted to hear.
Well, why don't you two lovebirds discuss this?
He'll step out.
It really is.
Let's get out of their way for a little bit here.
First of all, I love that this is the only job in the world where this isn't some sort of harassment.
That's what I asked her if I was allowed to call her cute, because I hate the fact that everyone thinks she just has sweaty pits.
Yeah.
She's a lot more than just whatever. I was going to say dirty armpits, but
Right.
they're not dirty. They're just sweaty because she's nervous.
Dirty lips and sweaty armpits.
Yes.
That should be the name of your album.
I'll consider
No,
it.
dirty lips and sweaty pits.
Oh, yeah, you got to get rid of the arm part.
That's dirty lips and sweaty pits. That's also a great singles ad title.
Right.
You winking in the picture.
With my arm up.
Yeah, exactly. You have a towel under it.
She's got a really nice dress on today, polka dot, but she's wearing like flannel to maybe hide the sweat. We're not sure. She's saying it's because she's cold today.
Yeah.
Well, that's what flannel usually does. Stops the sweat.
Right.
Takes care of the breeze.
So why don't you ask her out, Joe?
But here, this is what really happened. I said to, I believe it was to Sam, I said, the intern, she's really cute. And he goes, yeah. And she came in the room and I started talking to her. And then she goes, I have a band. And then I actually was interested in hearing her band. She said it sounded like Pavement.
Yeah.
It was one of my favorite bands ever.
Me too.
And then I was like, you know what? I actually just want to hear this music. And you don't have to be not going to be a scumbag and
Joe. Oh, God.
I'm changing.
Oh, God, Joe.
You know what you're like? You're like
Jesus,
Joe.
Joe.
You remind me of Jack Waltz in the unedited Godfather when Tom Hagen comes over and the 12-year-old is coming out of Jack Waltz's room. Did you ever see that version?
Yeah.
And he gives her a pony for
Right.
Make her a big star.
I got to channel Bill Burr today. Jesus, Joe. Jesus.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
I think you're attracted to her, and you were hoping this would lead to maybe a little coffee, and then maybe a little of that. Dare I say
chemistry?
Well, I was going to go with finger banging, but
yes, but her on him, he was hoping for.
She's not into me. What do you want me to do? I can't twist.
Well, she made that very clear to us before we got you on the line, so.
I don't know if she did it very clear.
She made it.
I mean, it's 7:15 in the morning. Give me a little leeway here.
We do have some Joe's musical. I'm just trying to help Joe.
Yeah.
Like, he is a performer, and we do a little bit of his music.
He heard your song.
Yeah.
You got to hear Joe's song now. It's only fair.
Yeah.
This is really Joe DeRosa.
I want to hear both.
Grab that dollar.
It's Joe DeRosa and
Wow,
Grab.
it seems like you're really into Pavement, Joe.
Oh, she's calling you out.
What song is Sam going to play? I'm sure, Sam, you found the best quality song.
What? It's
It just says Grab That Dollar.
Grab That Dollar.
featuring
Grab
Joe
That
DeRosa.
Dollar featuring Joe DeRosa. What's wrong with this?
Oh, that was a comedy rap song I made with some comedians.
All right, let's hear a little bit.
Oh, is that
Joe
with
DeRosa.
comedians?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a comedy song.
All right, let's hear it.
What year, Joe?
Yeah.
Is it recent?
2012.
That was like 2-3 years ago.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's hear this.
Pockets full of Johnny money, looking for some money, honey. Two stuff in a cutting, honey. So she keep on shaking for me. That guy there just made it rain, tossing 20s on the stage. Shoulda tucked them in a string. Now guess who's getting paid? Dollars on the dance floor. Pick 'em up and I'll go. That's what I got hands for. Holler at the damn whore. She don't know just what I did. She don't know that cash was his. Now she's getting on my dick. This is called recycling. Ain't no shame.
See?
Great.
There's your man right there.
Yeah.
Let me just, before we get any further.
That's the
That was
real
on the dance floor.
That's the real Joe. Fuck the sensitivity. That's the real Joe DeRosa right there.
Yeah.
Talking about his dick and whatnot.
Get on my dick, ho.
Yes.
That's right.
Talking about his dick and things of that ilk.
Before we get any further, I want to thank you guys.
Huh?
I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for not only waking me up at 7:30, but for the nice things that everybody's going to say on Twitter for the rest of the day.
Oh, will you stop with the Twitter people? They've been born to hate. You got to understand that. That makes it a lot easier.
I know. I was just making a joke. Yeah, but, listen, if the young lady would like to have some coffee with me, I would happily go get some.
Okay, that's officially he's asking
I'll
you
keep that in
for
mind.
coffee. Keep that in mind.
I'll take it under consideration.
I'll take that under advisement. Duly noted. You never want the response to "I want to go out with you" to be duly noted.
Because it's just coffee.
Oh my God! She just said that like I gave my resume to a company.
Oh,
She was obviously brought up the right way. Where are you from?
Long Island,
What part?
Suffolk County,
Near me?
West Iceland.
Oh, okay.
I wish Colin was here because he would have like 50 references. Well, you're down by Roosevelt Avenue and he knows something amazing about it. Everybody there eats fucking bologna.
How close to the conch? That's what Colin would ask. How close to the conch? Ronkonkoma.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
15 minutes.
How old are you, dear? How old are you?
20.
20.
20. Listen, you're better.
How old are you?
You're doing the right thing by not going out with me.
That's not true, dude. Women like older guys because they're more mature.
Yeah.
She's probably way ahead of any of her college student friends mentally because the guys are immature there.
Yeah.
So how old are you, Joseph?
I'm 36.
That's fine.
There
She
you go.
acknowledged the invitation.
She did.
It was
I'm not
acknowledged.
saying no.
You're not saying yes, though.
I'm
that's
taking it under consideration.
So what do you do with that?
I'm not submitting evidence during a court trial here.
But she's taken under consideration, so then what happens? You
Yeah,
go home and think about it for a little while?
Sleep on it.
Yeah. All right. Well, maybe I'll email you my phone number, and then if Pavement comes around to Long Island at some point, maybe I'd take you to see the band.
Basically, she's
Pavement
saying
doesn't do anything. Maybe if the Jicks come around, you gotta step on your Pavement game. Pavement's not doing any reunions anytime soon.
Yeah.
Unless you make it happen, then I will certainly go on a coffee date with you.
Oh, wow.
You know,
she's-
I live in Hollywood now.
So you have
She's saying pavement. Speaking of, why don't you hit the... She's a tough one, Joe.
This is how bad it is for Joe. Joe has to get Pavement back together, and she'll have a cup of coffee with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
What a great... it's a great offer, though, if you're a fan of the band.
Yeah.
That's like a girl telling me, look, I'll blow you in the car if you can get Bill Ward on the album.
Right. All right, Joe. I didn't mean to bring this to everyone's attention, but we found it a little strange that you wanted her.
Sure.
We're fighting for our lives here, Joe. Let's go.
This was just a big coincidence, and it just happened to unfold like this.
It was nice of him to ask for him to listen.
well,
I appreciate it. I think it was very nice of him.
She's a lovely girl. And
She's
You're a lovely guy.
Thank you very much.
Jesus.
Terrible to hear.
No one wants to hear. You're a lovely guy.
It's crummy news.
Sorry.
That is crummy news.
Joe, this is a big fat strikeout. You know that, right?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm fine with it. I think it's funny.
In your head, how did this play out? You know, she sends you her music, you listen to it, then you write her back, and then what happens?
What happens is now I lay on the couch and await the bombardment of tweets about how a stan rat like me shouldn't try rapping.
What?
No, the rap wasn't that bad, especially knowing that it was a goof.
Sounded good to me.
Yeah, it was a pretty good one for a goof.
Yeah, you got some nice, some nice
Stumbling
hotties.
over my words now.
She's trying so hard to compliment him on something.
It's what are you gonna do? You go, hey, you live to fight another day, guys.
All right, Joe.
Good for you, Joe.
All right,
Pull myself up by the bootstraps.
all right, leave her alone. All right. We're here to say,
Opie,
leave her alone.
Duly noted, Opie.
I don't know. I think that Joe and her may have a little more chemistry than we think.
Yeah.
Yep.
I appreciate that, Jimmy.
I do.
You know, you're
All right.
in my corner, and I appreciate
Joe's
it.
pulled some hot girls. Joe's a sneakily charismatic player.
All right. What do you think? Does Joe have a shot?
It's possible.
Oh, jeez.
I don't
You said possible with the same conviction. You sound like Shelley Duvall backing up the steps in The Shining.
All right, Joe. We got a very weak possible. That's not bad.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's possible.
All right, we got to go, Joey.
See you, buddy.
All right.
Bye.
I'll see you guys. Bye.
All right, Joe DeRosa.
I want to hear your song.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're back to you, the Dirty Lips, or is this just by yourself?
This is just by myself.
Okay. And the song's the Moon song, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry if you don't like it. I'm so embarrassed.
Don't be embarrassed.
What's your SoundCloud?
Oh, sorry.
You'll get some.
This is a friend of mine's SoundCloud.
Why don't you have your own SoundCloud?
I don't know.
Screw your
Where's
friend.
your SoundCloud?
I don't know. Maybe I'll do that today. Oh, it's not.
Here you go.
Oh boy,
Oh,
she's
you
straightening
can-
Sam out real fast.
Yeah.
I don't know, guys. Sam, hit the fucking play button. All right.
Let's all just stare at her.
I was just gonna say that. Let's.
We're gonna just stare at you as we listen to your music.
I'm lying on the moon, my dear. I'll be there soon. It's a quiet, starry place. Time has swallowed up in space here, a million miles away. There's things I wish I knew. There's nothing I'd keep from you. It's a dark and shiny place, but with you, my dear, I'm safe and you're a million miles away. We're lying on the moon. It's a perfect afternoon. Your shadow follows me all day, making sure that I'm okay and you're a million miles away.
Can you get me a cup of coffee?
Yeah.
Okay. What? What's Sam? I need more coffee. She's the intern, right?
We're just listening to her song.
Oh, I'm sure Jimmy, you need more coffee too, right, Jimmy?
Yep. Certainly do.
I can't lie, that's really good.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
Thanks.
That's really
Thanks a lot.
good.
Thanks.
I wanted to
I can't-
yuck at one point just to be obnoxious, but I'm like, nah, I can't.
I had this, but
believe me.
it was too good.
I was gonna.
Your voice is good,
So
man.
loud. I heard, you sound. I hear a little bit of a Feist influence.
Ooh.
No, you do. You have a nice voice. You should sing. What's that song? I was thinking of while you were saying that. My Man, I think Feist did it in Boardwalk Empire. It's an old school, like 1920s song, and she covered it. Do you know the song? I mean, or no? No one knows.
Who does she sound like? It's driving me nuts. You got it. Someone will have it on Twitter. No, I'm serious. It's really good.
Thanks.
We'll continue beating the crap out of you, but that's a good voice right there.
Thanks.
Good for you.
Are you on Twitter?
Yes.
Well, do you want people to know your Twitter name? If you're on Twitter and you're public, so you should probably.
Should I?
Sure, why not?
Oh God.
You get a few dicks.
No,
Carrie Ann, 82.
why would you do
I
that?
won't re-say
Oh
it.
my God.
It's not going to hurt her to have people know she. I think that you get some obnoxious ones, but if you got music out there, you want people to be able to go out and find your music.
I checked my Twitter, and people are digging the song.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
One guy said this sounds
Spell
like
my name
cancer
wrong.
music, but I know what he means.
Sam, I'm so disappointed.
And they're all laughing at Joe DeRosa, too. Joe's in the friend zone. Who does she sound like, though? Could someone help me out?
I think.
Oh, God. Oh, you sound like the broad that sang with the dude in Elf.
Oh, Zooey Deschanel.
Zooey
A little bit.
Deschanel.
Does she sing?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
she's a musician.
amazing.
Oh, is she? I don't know what she does.
That's a
Yeah, she plays the
compliment.
ukulele though.
But
Ew.
you sound a little,
Ukulele.
Does
you sound a
she?
little like her, don't you?
Like she brings it around everywhere.
Oh no,
Like,
who's
she
she
just
fucking
does
Henny
it.
Youngman? What is she doing?
Yeah, she's kind of annoying. Why? Oh, isn't that so funny?
Marin.
And it's like just Mark Maron.
Nah, because it reminds me of Maroon 5.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's,
I know, I'm kidding.
Oh,
Oh, literal intern.
well, it was Remove a Letter to Ruin
Yeah,
a Band,
okay.
and it was Maron 5, and I think he looks great in all the outfits that I love Mark Maron.
I do too.
Mark Maron, I would date Mark Maron.
Good luck with that.
I'm confident. Joe,
Cool.
iffy, but Mark Maron.
Wow.
I'm sorry, Joe DeRosa.
That's really
Joe.
cool.
But I can't say no to Mark Maron.
Yeah,
Until you
everyone's
would
saying-
accidentally mix up each other's glasses and put them on by mistake.
Everyone's saying Zoe. There you go. Yeah.
Cool.
Good for you, man. You hit it out of the
Thanks.
park. Nora Jones a little bit. Yes. Okay. Come on, play a song for us live.
I don't want to. I'm sorry.
She's shy.
I'm
But
shy.
this is a big spot for you.
No, I don't want to do that.
Thank you,
I'm gonna
Butch.
be honest.
But you're going to
with
have to
you.
get over your shyness eventually. Do you want to do this and maybe
I don't want
be a
to.
little successful at it?
I don't know.
Or you just want to play coffee houses?
I don't know.
I think my Feist call was pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good call, too.
Sure, so I want the pop lock in celebration.
You're happy with yourself?
Beyond comprehension.
Patsy Cline's coming in a little bit. Yeah, people liked it a lot. Good for you.
Oh, thanks.
I got to take a leak. I'm
How about
ready.
some Tammy Wynette, for Pete's sake? I want you to cover Stand By Your Man. I'm giving her all these awful suggestions.
If I don't go to the bathroom now, man.
Go right ahead.
Right? Okay.
To a cup.
Jim Norton's Vice show starts today.
Today, yeah, I'll let you know when it's up. We don't know.
It's not up yet.
No, they have to.
Okay, it'll be up
early.
soon. And if you're hearing this later in the day, it's already up there. So it's vice.com to find Jim Norton's new TV show.
Yeah, they have the first episode. It's
Dana White and Mike Tyson and skits and all sorts of fun
little
stuff.
skits and sketches and
yeah. All right.
We have Dan Soder.
Yeah, he's coming in next, and then we're going to Montreal later. But I got to take a leak.
Let's go.
You did very well today.
Thanks a lot.
All right.
Appreciate it.
1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me that you love me more. Sleepless, long nights. That was what my youth was for. Oh, teenage hopes arrive at your door. Left you with nothing, but they want some more. Oh, you're changing your heart. Oh, you know who you are.
The boys are back. I would tell you which boys, but nobody's named this goddamn fucking show yet. What the fuck, Troy?
Some Bowling for Behave or whatever it was.
Yeah, what was that? Bowling for Behave.
No, that was Laugh Your Tears Away.
Oh, Laugh Your Tears Away, right.
You just played it? Who
That's
cares?
a god, yeah.
I didn't realize.
What do you think? We forgot who the fucking Anthony Comey is? That was a damn good song, for Pete's sake.
You made a mistake there?
Yeah.
This is not it.
I know. This
What is
is
this?
the rejoiner that I had.
Oh, it
sets ago.
stinks, Joe.
It's her favorite band.
Oh, it's correct.
She was great.
Yes.
She did great.
We got Dan Soder in studio as well today. Good morning, Dan.
Hey, guys.
Were you enjoying the Joe DeRosa abuse?
Oh, that was the best.
We called him out because she just casually goes, yeah, Joe told me to email one of my songs to him.
Oh, good for Joe. Really, just trying to
Joe
do
gave
the
it a
Lord's
try.
work.
He gave it a try. That was his in.
He really should have been. He should have been a producer in 1930s Hollywood.
Yeah, you like music,
Yeah.
and I like music.
So, the boys tell me you can sing. Why don't you come in my office? Do you drink gin in the morning?
She was on it, though.
Yeah, I think she should go out with Joe.
Yeah.
For some songwriting fodder.
Yeah.
Just make Joe pay.
Yeah. The first time you kissed me, I threw up on myself.
She could call it the Ballad of a Broken Man. I think she should.
Nothing worse. Joe's phone rings at 7:30 in the morning, and it's us.
Yeah.
He's got to think, oh boy, this can't be good.
You never want to see this number on your ID when you're being woken up.
It's never good, right, E-Rock? He knows.
We called you just to ask you, just to tell you how funny you are.
Yeah.
Joe's like,
Actually, Joe, we're calling because we really need you to come in right away.
It's like a I think there's still hope for Joe DeRosa. She said she was going to email her number, possibly.
She was brought up properly, and she's very nice. She has no interest in Joe DeRosa whatsoever.
I imagine it's the way like a woman from a small town in Kansas reacts to a homeless man jerking off on the train, where she's like, oh, well, that's just, oh, well, I get what you're doing, but thank you, but no.
Right.
I should go. This is my stop.
Right.
What a great analogy that was. Exactly what it was like.
But her band's called Dirty Lips.
Yeah.
Respect that, right?
Mm-hmm. I wish if it would have been like emo, I would have thought she would have had, but it was a nice song.
No, I thought it was good.
It was a really good song.
Voice.
Yeah.
She's being real casual about it. And she's extremely over-the-top shy because we have a guitar in here. Imagine if she played live.
Yeah.
The right person might hear her. I don't know.
Joe could have gave her a record deal.
Yeah.
Sign you to DeRosa Records.
Oh, Joe.
Put you on the road with me. I've always wanted a musical opener. That's what DeRosa would do.
One room, but twin beds. It just gets progressively creepier as the tour goes on.
We shower together after shows. That's what we do.
Joe's favoriting, all the tweets that are coming in. He favorited this one. It was a nice attempt, Joe DeRosa. But you were cock-blocked on international radio, but it's all not Sam's fault. Whoa.
All right.
You're let's see, laughing my ass off, intern to Joe DeRosa. You're a lovely guy. The cute intern told Joe DeRosa it was possible. Other possible things, Bigfoot, aliens, and zombies.
Yeah. Yeah, she really did.
So.
She really did just tell DeRosa like he was giving her a Kennedy assassination theory. She's like, okay, I can see how that happened.
Absolutely.
Some people believe that.
Sure. You and I will have lunch on the 6th floor.
So that's that, Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to Montreal in a couple hours there, Dan. You going up there this year?
No. I'll be instead I'll be at Foxwoods.
Foxwoods.
Yeah, Comics of Foxwoods. Just go to a casino instead of.
Who are you with?
Just myself and Anthony DeVito, funny guy.
Yeah.
He did Montreal, I think, 2 years ago.
Foxwoods doing all right. We were just talking about casinos right before the show. Like Vegas is having problems, but they're sort of reinventing themselves, making it a little more family friendly. But Atlantic City is fucked.
Yeah, I was there like 3 months ago, and I was just like, oh man, this doesn't look good at all.
But it's always like that.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean in the lobby of the actual casinos don't look like that? Because outside it looks like that.
Well,
already.
driving in, it's the saddest. I was driving in at night, and I was even bummed out. I was like, oh, there's just like this marshland in between, and you're just like, oh,
They fucked themselves because, they made so much fucking money, and they didn't put anything back into the community.
It seems just
to make it a place where maybe, you know, people would want to go if they weren't gambling.
Yeah, and everywhere around the casinos feels like that movie Judgment Night, where it's just like your RV's broke down. You're like, I'm going to die here.
Right.
Someone's going to kill me. It feels almost post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, a mere 100, 200 yards away from the casinos. It's horrendous. You would think they would have fixed that area up at least.
The scaredest I've ever been is I did a show there like a year ago, and then I smoked a joint and took a midnight Greyhound bus back. And like, waiting in that Greyhound station, I was like, I will rent a car.
Wow,
I will rent a car
crazy.
next time. Yeah, it was.
But that must have been some good people watching on the bus.
And once I knew I was safely on the bus, I was like, I'll enjoy some people watching.
Right.
But I was head on a swivel the entire time I was in the bus station.
Yeah, that's crazy. Supposedly they're going to turn one of the casinos into like housing.
Oh, that'll help the area. Exactly what you need. Some just affordable housing right on the boardwalk. It's perfect.
I like going down there, but I don't know. I don't know how many more years we'll be able to do that, right?
Yeah, they did nothing for local.
Nothing.
Maybe they did, and the
It's
local
not
politicians
noticeable.
fucked it up. Who knows?
Nah, I think, you know, it was a money grab. You know, put up these nice casinos, get as much money and take it somewhere else, unfortunately.
Yeah, and there's like two brand new casinos in AC, and you're like, just work on what you got here. What are you guys doing?
The Borgata's the only one doing well, I think.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, the Revel, they said, is in trouble.
And that just opened.
Yeah. That was under construction for years, though. Like, I'd be at the Borgata looking out the window, I'd be like, what is that giant building? They're like, well, the bank kind of fucked with them, so now they're waiting for, financial help. That's a mess.
Yeah, you got to commit a few years before, so.
When I walked in the Revel for the first time and I realized you couldn't smoke, I was like, this is a bad idea. You guys, casinos, you're supposed to be able to smoke. That was the last bastion of cigarette smoking.
I hate cigarette smoke, but you got to let the people smoke if they're at their slot machines, right?
Yeah, and they were like, go outside. I was like, you guys aren't going to make it.
What do you do with that giant building? What do you do with it?
I don't know.
From a casino, what can you turn that into?
It's going to be like,
housing. Get something,
is that the only way?
for it. I don't know.
Oh, thanks, dude.
All right, this guy works in AC. We weren't even going to. All right, whatever. Let's say hi to Adam in Jersey. Adam, go ahead. You work down there?
Yeah, what's up,
hey, man.
I work for the school district, and that entire area is just going to hell. Everything around the casinos is shit.
But what do you mean by going to hell? Because it was always shitty outside the casinos.
Just getting progressively worse. I mean, I've walked through half a dozen drug deals in the past 2 months.
Oh, be
you got
careful.
people just sleeping on the streets. We have a school next to an apartment complex that looks like the apartment complex at the end of training day. Like, I wouldn't want to be there after dark at all.
No, it's creepy.
Oh, it's bad news, man. So many people are going to be out of jobs, and they got nowhere to go.
What do they say? They just like closed 4 casinos or something? Was that the number?
I think it's 3. I know the Trump, the Revel, and the Golden Nugget, maybe?
Wait, the Revel's closed officially.
Yeah, it's going there.
Jesus.
I heard that too. And Trump is dead. They said Trump didn't make money, and it had such a great location.
Right.
For some reason, it just always struggled.
And there's only, 8 or 9 casinos down there, right?
Yeah, there's not a lot.
Yeah, there's not too many, and even the ones that are there, I mean, they're struggling. Borgata's probably the best one out of them. I've seen Jimmy there, 3 or 4 times now, and that's really the only one worth going to.
And the problem is they're popping up these little, mini casinos all over the place now too. So there's no reason to go to AC. You could gamble locally in a lot of joints now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a lot of casinos outside, like the Philly area, and they're doing better than AC is.
Yeah, who wants to drive that far?
Right. So.
Yeah, but most of the people coming down to AC are usually coming from Philly, maybe sometimes New York, so they got something nicer and closer.
Connecticut.
Why drive down to AC?
Connecticut.
Name more locations. Perhaps a Rhode Island person going on their way to Florida. Fox. Name more possibilities.
You're doing all the travel destinations?
Yeah, anything that could be,
Maine to North Carolina? I don't know. Maybe there's grandparents down there.
A guy who grew up in Harrisburg but had to flee due to rape charges.
All right, punching out, boys. You got me.
Thanks, man.
All right, Adam. Thanks for adding probably nothing to
What will
our
happen to
conversation.
AC, though, man? That's a fucking... My friend's a cop down there, and I'd love to know how...
It'll just start rotting like Detroit and other areas.
You think it's going to be like a...
They're not going to try to save Atlantic City?
It's
Why
going to be
would
like a
they?
Camden? Just fucking
Yes.
let it go? Just let it go and see what happens?
Let it go! Let it go!
That's the city of New
Christ,
Jersey.
still-
It's overrun with... Yeah, it'll probably...
Let it go! Let it go!
Oh, man. Yeah, that's going to be... I feel bad for the people of AC. Because it's oh man,
that's just one of those areas that's got to die. That's just what happens.
Well, I mean, with all the mob violence and stuff like that, it's been so bad especially with the liquor bootlegging. Oh, sorry.
Steve Buscemi really is running it into the ground.
Well, someone wants to know if you would ever go to Idaho.
Idaho?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Are there comedy clubs in Idaho? Have you guys ever gone?
I've never gone, but I'm sure there are.
Yeah.
I never heard of a comedy club in Idaho.
There's probably one-nighters.
Yeah,
there's got to be
clubs.
something.
Right.
Oklahoma. I wanted to work Oklahoma, too. I've never done that.
Why would you want to work Oklahoma?
I've gotten so many emails over the years. So many.
So book it.
I just have never booked it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Book it and see what happens.
All the truckers say they'll go.
A nice Tulsa.
Yeah, Tulsa's a good place. Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Fun.
American.
You guys see what happened on the Brooklyn Bridge yesterday?
No.
Yes.
Fears rise after Brooklyn Bridge breach. This time it was a flag. Next time it could be a bomb.
I love the way that they did that text, too.
Yeah, the bomb's in red.
Red.
It's such fear-mongering.
Yeah.
Well, I think the next time nothing's going to happen because now they're fully aware. Like, oh fuck,
yeah, the guy.
There's not going to be a next time.
The guy that was working security on the flag, who is now fired,
right?
Was like,
of course.
I guess they're going to get that fucking.
I think they're going to be looking at the bridge a little closer nowadays because there's a lot of people that were embarrassed by this. But I guess you had they're calling them hipsters. I don't know. One of the papers are calling them hipsters. They went up to the top of the Brooklyn Bridge with all sorts of equipment to cover the spotlights and stuff, and they replaced the American flag with a bleached out American flag.
What balls?
So basically
to do
a
that?
white flag.
So wait, that's a giant flag, by the way.
Yeah. Where's Travis? Travis really knows a lot about this.
I'm right here.
It's way up on top of the
Travis,
thing up there.
What am I missing? Yeah, right on the top of the bridge.
They did it twice. They did it on the Brooklyn side, and then they did it on the Manhattan side.
Wow.
And they used those big, like, aluminum tins that you would put a turkey in for
I
Thanksgiving.
love turkey.
Right.
Guy who doesn't get that he's ruining the flow. I love turkey. How do you like yours?
And they put those over the...
Oh, the skin when it's crispy.
I like a good crispy skin, but they say that's where all the fat is. What do I...
Yeah, that's a real. I mean,
They brought up this equipment to cover up the spotlights.
Yeah, they put them. They used zip ties to put them over the spotlights so that they could work in the dark, and then they took them down.
And people just saw the light disappear, but I guess you don't realize it.
You don't think about it. You're like, oh, the lights are
But
on.
what about the people that their job is to make sure the spotlight is still on?
Yeah, they're fine.
Where was that guy?
Yeah. He's probably checking his Twitter.
Yeah.
Flag down. What?
Right. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's pretty...
It's a black eye for the city.
It certainly is open for security in general. There's a lot about the lax security.
Yeah.
I'm a little bummed out that if hipsters did it, that they're getting this
The
motivated.
one paper saying hipsters.
There's terrorists.
Is that about it for that, Travis?
Yeah, that's about it.
And what?
They're looking for 5 guys who they saw on security footage.
Just a bunch of pranksters?
A bunch of pranky
What's it mean
hipsters.
when you bleach the flag?
I don't know, man.
So they climbed all the way up there. The wind must have been very frightening.
This was a much better idea down there. They're just grabbing onto shit.
Yeah, rattled New Yorkers question how the NYPD could let a nimble pack of late-night intruders scale the landmark Brooklyn Bridge to hang 2 enormous bleached white American flags.
They act like they stole the fucking top of the Freedom Tower. You have changed the flag. Who's looking up there at 2 in the morning? Make sure that flag's not being touched.
Who's rattled?
No one.
I want to talk to one person that was rattled.
No
by this.
one is rattled.
The local news will have an interview with a guy in like the Bronx that's like, I don't think that's a good idea.
Right.
I don't know. I'm upset about it.
Right.
But they don't even really know what happened.
Not at all.
And who would put a bomb on top of the bridge? A bomb would do nothing up. It would blow like 10 bricks off. On the very top of the top of the
It's
thing.
probably the worst place.
Yeah, them trying to explain the terrorist attack. Did you see? There used to be a corner right there at the top, but it got blown away.
Yeah, that divot. You guys did that? Fuck yeah, we did it.
Yeah, we'll do more.
Yeah,
more divots.
Yes, one divot after another.
Yeah, I don't know.
I love these articles, just how they're written. Cops were left scratching their heads. You think they're just, oh, jeez, what the fuck happened here?
There's just a guy rubbing his dick over his jeans as he writes that. He's like, scratching his head. That's a good one.
And studying videotape after the trespassers reached the top of the iconic span's 276-foot towers early Tuesday without anyone noticing. They even used aluminum roasting pans, like Travis said, fit for a Thanksgiving turkey to cover the floodlights illuminating the flag so they could work under cover of darkness.
Hate raisins in the stuffing. Thanksgiving. That annoys me.
Say
ruins it.
I'm a cranberry out of the can kind of guy.
I don't like cranberry
at all.
No, it's fucking slippery hockey puck shit food.
Yeah, it's fun.
I love cranberry.
Stinks.
It's
I won't
fun.
eat it.
Why?
Don't get me wrong. In a salad, a little cranberry. I mean, I enjoy it as much as the next fucking closet fruit.
You don't like the cranberries in the can?
No,
where it just
I don't.
you just
it's got the
you just tip it over and go.
Yeah, it's got the can marks on the side of it as it wiggles. You don't like that?
You don't like that?
That's creepy.
Oh, it's
you
great.
mix that with your mashed potatoes and a little corn, a little gravy. You're good to go. Maybe a little taste of the turkey in there.
I'm way
Put
on
it all
board.
together, right?
Right.
Oh, I love it.
I don't know about that.
Security breach comes a couple months after the 16-year-old. Remember the 16-year-old at the Freedom Tower, or what are we calling that thing? Freedom Tower?
Yeah.
Yeah. 16-year-old boy who slipped past authorities and 4 daredevils who skydived from the top. Yeah, so the cities pretty much have had it with the pranksters.
So they're gonna, you know what this means? Someone's gonna get shot the next time this happens, and then it's gonna be like police brutality.
Right. It'll stop it dead in its tracks, though.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right. They went down around 3:30 in the morning. So they used the zip ties to keep the pan in place. 13 minutes later, the process was repeated. Like Travis said, sun came up. Construction workers spotted the white flags flapping in the breeze. Each was a 20 by 11 foot commercially available American flag bleached white. Wow.
This guy did a lot of work for something that really doesn't mean anything.
As the day went on, nobody claimed responsibility for the bizarre banner swap, and the NYPD acknowledged it was stumped as to a motive. It's just a bunch of kids being...
Yeah, that is a pretty cool prank. I just don't know what the white on the flag means. I guess it's disrespectful, but I don't know what it symbolizes.
I don't know.
What stars and stripes have been washed out or wiped away?
Yeah, I thought from the video, it looks like it's just a white flag. I didn't even know it was a bleached.
They say it's bleached.
American flag.
Well, why don't we start looking through credit card receipts and see if anyone has bought bleach and a flag in the same store?
Yeah.
How many flags that size have been sold? Look for someone that has 2 of them.
Recently bought them in 2 weeks.
Yeah, who's buying 20-foot flags?
And doesn't own a car dealership. Fly it out in front of.
We got a guy that knows why the flags were changed out. Ted knows. Ted?
Hey, how's it going, Ope? It's not Ted, it's Ken.
No, Ken?
Yep.
All right.
Hey, so one thing that it's not reported yet, but if you look at the flags have only 48 stars, not 50. So this is a protest by the pro-Palestinians to bring peace to the war between the Israelis and the Palestinians. The 48-star flag predates the creation of the Israeli state.
Oh, okay.
So that's why they're there.
So you think that's what it is?
That's why they're there.
Okay.
All right. Israel's kind of a scary place these days, huh? They're not flying any flights in there.
Yeah.
It's true. I don't think you can fly anywhere anymore. Ukraine shot down 2 more planes today.
What?
Yeah, not passenger jets, but they shot down 2 more planes.
All right,
well, there's a little war going on over there.
That whole Middle East is just shitty. I'm so tired of it. I don't even know whose fault it is half the time. I know that 3 teenagers were kidnapped and shot, Israeli teenagers, which was awful.
Yeah.
Although I know Hamas are kind of pieces of shit, but it's not all the Palestinians that shot these teenagers. So then the Israelis kidnapped some Palestinian kid and burned him alive.
Jesus.
Got burned alive.
We won the lottery.
Yeah.
I wake up some days ago, I won the fucking lottery.
I think of that every time I hold my cock.
Just proudly in the mirror.
Yeah.
What an exhausting place to live.
It's just got to be.
You just want to go to. Imagine you just want to go to Starbucks and all hell is breaking loose all the time.
Yeah, all the leg flying by.
Right. You have the same paranoia riding a bus as you do skydiving. You're just like, oh, here, this will be fun. You get on, you're like, fuck that. I would go insane. One of the bartenders from the cellar was in the Israeli army, and he's like, they haven't called me yet. And I was like, They're just going to call you? And he's like, yeah. I was like, I was complaining because of Twitter yesterday.
Right.
You're like, you might have to go over there and do something about
and
this.
Get involved.
Yeah, that's like,
wouldn't you just move?
Yeah,
as a human being,
absolutely,
and just maybe practice your stuff somewhere else.
Your stuff and practice your
stuff.
Yeah, get a Krav Maga school going.
Right.
Maybe a nice Mozambique or something.
Especially if you have a family. If you have a young family, wouldn't you just go, all right, we're leaving. How do we get out of here?
I don't think they want to, though.
That's
their home.
That's why I can't wrap my head around it.
Like, if this shit, you grew up in Long Island. If Long Island was completely war torn the entire time, you know how much pride Long Islanders have, and there's no war going on there, so you probably just stick around regardless.
Right. Yeah. That's what you want while you're having coffee. Fucking an ear lands in your cup. It's delicious.
Just like, yeah.
And it'll never be solved.
No.
Right?
No, because there's nothing. It's about a piece of land, so they're just going to keep fighting over the same thing over and over again.
Are they still building new settlements or no?
I don't know.
I guess they try. I guess they, take their chances.
I love Israel, but they shouldn't be building new settlements.
Both sides push a little bit.
Stop.
They just push.
I'm really too stupid to understand the entire thing.
Yeah, as I sit here and talk about it, I realize I don't know shit.
But so are they. They live there and they can't figure it out.
Yeah.
Everyone all these Middle East experts, all of your expertise has gotten you zero.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
I don't know shit. I know this much. It's not worth it. As a family man, it's not worth it. I would find a better place.
Yeah, that's what you should do. You should release a video to the Israeli people.
It's not worth it.
As a family
it's not worth
man.
it, people.
Yeah, guys, just move. But I don't know. Maybe it's not even that simple. As an Israeli citizen, maybe you can't just move.
I would assume.
I mean, maybe you can move here.
I see Jews in New York.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I see them.
There are. And if I'm not sure, I'll ask him, hey.
Just want to make sure.
Excuse me. Are you a Jew?
Let me talk to you for a second.
I just want to make sure we're on the same page here. You're a Jew, right?
Yeah. Did you move here? Where'd you move here from?
Did you say, did you move here?
No.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't.
Don't say that.
No. Good God, no.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
No, it's probably just my marble mouth.
So I don't know who's right and wrong. I just don't anymore.
Yeah.
See, I always side with Israel.
Yeah.
But then it's like this one is kind of like, I don't know, man. Fucking, that kid got burned alive. And I know that's not all Israeli citizens. It's just a few scumbags. But
Right.
Yeah, you don't really even know. So, yeah, you're right. Sometimes, both sides are wrong most of the time. Like, who are the kids that reporter that got pulled off the story for NBC, was it? Because they got shelled on the beach.
Right.
And he witnessed it, and
Right.
then NBC didn't want him to report it, so they brought in a person that wasn't even there, and you're like, well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Didn't want him to report that what?
I read that on the Daily Beast, that there was a reporter in Israel that started tweeting about attacks on that Israeli soldiers made on Palestinian kids, and NBC was like, don't report it, and they brought in a different reporter. I'd have to look it up.
Vice released, or maybe they didn't release. I just saw Shane's tweet about that guy who got hit by a sniper,
Right.
looking for his family,
Right.
An Israeli sniper. But that's I don't know. I don't speak Palestinian, so
No.
I don't know what he was actually saying.
Yeah.
But he's like in the rubble looking for somebody and get shot.
They need to sit down and discuss a few things.
They have nothing worse.
I know.
They hate each other. It's a religious thing. It's people say, oh, it's about land, but it's deeper than just land. They hate each other.
Don't they look similar?
I don't know.
They kind of look similar.
Sarah Silverman had a funny joke. Like, I don't know why they can't get along. They're all brown and pushy. That was a very funny joke.
That is very funny. So we don't know what's going on with the Brooklyn Bridge yet. That guy says it might be have something to do with the conflict over there, but who knows?
By the way, I made a mistake earlier.
What happened?
When I said it was Feist, it was really Regina Spektor who sang My Man on Boardwalk Empire. I'm just OCD correcting myself because I made an error.
Can we hear that song?
I don't know if anybody wants to hear it.
Well, a little taste.
We don't have anybody.
People can handle a little taste of things. A little taste.
I just realized.
Because she sounds like that, our intern?
I think she sounds more like Feist. That's why I'm
Feist and a little, Zoe. A little Zoe action.
And I just corrected myself because I realized I was incorrect.
Yeah. Okay. Another big story. Clippers CEO says head coach will quit if Sterling is still the owner of the Clippers next season. Good old Doc Rivers.
You know what? Then fucking quit.
Well, you should have fucking left during the playoffs if you had balls.
Yeah.
If you had balls, you would have left during the playoffs because that's when this whole topic was really hot.
And that's when...
Extremely hot. You were playing for a racist.
Yeah.
Well, or many people say he's a racist. So you knew in your head he was a racist. You completely believe he was a racist, and you continue to play in the playoffs. That would have been the brave move.
And in the NBA playoffs, that's where the owners make all their money.
Sure.
That's all bonus money.
That's extra.
That's all extra stuff that
That's
the
extra
players...
pocket money.
Players don't even get. So why wouldn't you just... I don't understand why
the players get a taste if you make the playoffs.
I think it's a percentage if you move forward.
Yeah,
they
get a little action.
Do they?
Yeah, they get a little action.
Well, I know the owners get most
the owners
of the
get
action.
a lot more. So Doc Rivers is saying that, which is I don't think it's that brave, to be honest with you. And then I think LeBron James is saying that he's not going to play against the Clippers next year if Sterling is still the owner. So
Then don't.
Yeah.
Then don't.
Right.
First of all,
this is a really complicated situation, by the way, because Sterling turned around and sued the NBA for $1 billion.
Yeah.
Because it was in his private time. That's the problem here. They're kicking the guy out for the stuff he said in his own home.
So you're telling me if they have to win a game, if it's coming down to the playoffs, and they need a win, LeBron won't play if it's the Clippers on the schedule?
Right.
Stop it.
Right.
Stop.
Right. Yeah, they all played when this was really hot.
Yeah.
I said on the show, I said, man, if you have balls, you would not play in the playoffs. That would make a huge statement. And I even said the Clippers don't even have a fucking shot of winning the whole thing. So that would be an amazing statement to do.
I think you should just bang his girlfriend. If I was LeBron, I'd just do what he fears most.
Yeah.
And have sex with his girlfriend.
Absolutely.
And tape it and send it to him. And then buy out the entire Staples Center for a Clippers game and give it all to Bloods and Crips. And just let them go sit in the stands. Like, this is what you didn't want.
Wow. So, I don't know what's going to happen there. They're trying to say that he's not fit anymore mentally, this Donald Sterling.
Yeah, but then he pops up and he is mentally fit on certain stuff.
Obviously, he's fit. That's the angle they're trying to take to wrestle the team away from him. Because if they don't wrestle the team away from him, it's going to be a complete nightmare next year.
Yeah.
They're not going to make any money. And
he's a racist. He's a dick. So what?
Yeah.
Hey, he's an old racist man. This is what he is.
Sorry, when he there was 2 water fountains when he was a kid. What do you want? The guy's a hunk of shit. He's old. Fuck him.
Right.
He'll be dead soon. It's not like he's a 50-year-old guy.
So how are they going to figure this out, though?
Let them not play. I mean, what are you going to do? And let every owner come out with their stuff and you know.
Right.
That's, I think, what scared everybody was when Sterling was like, I'm hiring 5 of the top PIs to investigate all the owners.
He did say that, right?
Yeah, and everyone was like, huh? Everyone's,
And that's when Mark Cuban came out and go, yeah, well, if I see a hoodie, I crossed the street, absolutely.
They're trying to throw themselves in the water before anyone else
Trying to give him a little bit instead of the big one.
Yeah, because he's said sexist or homophobic or racial, any of that stuff. And let's just see if they're crucified the same way he is.
And Sterling had a lot of money to pay some people to snoop around.
Boy, he does.
Fucking 81-year-old billionaire with a heart on. That's the last thing you want. That's the last guy you want coming after you. He's a billionaire who's not. He can't fuck his chick anymore.
Yeah.
Oh,
but he's jacked up on the medication that makes him physically allowed to.
He got a Cialis rod. All cranky.
Just eyeing you up.
He has nothing to lose. What else is he going to do?
Dude, he lost his girlfriend. His wife's a cunt who's saying he's a nut. Every black person hates him. He's got nothing.
This guy, he really is. He's like Michael Douglas in Falling Down. He's like, I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy.
And he could probably spend $1 billion and still have plenty of money for the rest of his life.
I mean, his life is no more than his life's what, 5 more years?
5, yes.
6.
Maybe he makes it to 90 if he's lucky.
Why not? Why not just go out guns blazing?
I know the story Dan just brought up. What story? Then you, what did we miss?
The Israeli-Palestinian thing?
Mike in Massachusetts. Mikey.
Yeah, it was just Dan kind of briefly brought it up, but it was a CNN reporter. I think if we're thinking of the same
okay.
thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
And so whatever Dan said happened to her. I don't know the exact situation, but she had called them scumbags, like the Israeli scumbags or something like that.
Right.
So they pulled her off the story because she was editorializing.
Right. Okay.
You
I
can't
know that
do
story. Yeah. There you go.
All right, that was it, guys.
No, thank you. No, you filled in the blank.
I knew I didn't make that up.
Yeah.
Thank you for.
Well, you didn't put in the scumbag one, Dan. Edited that out.
Dan.
I apologize.
Let's take a break. Let's not forget Jim Norton's new TV show. Let's call it a TV show.
It's not on TV, though.
But it's video. Because I don't want people to be confused.
It's online.
But would you call a Netflix show a TV show?
Yes, because you can see it on your television.
Well, you can also stream on an Apple TV. You could watch your show on a TV.
Technically, you can, but
on my Samsung, I watch stuff on the internet.
That's true, but if I have to shoehorn and explain why it's now a television show, do you have to explain why NYPD Blue is a TV show? Why? It's on TV. Well, no, technically, if you have a Wi-Fi connection and FireWire, if you need FireWire to call it a TV show, it ain't a fucking TV show.
The point is, I don't want people to confuse it with your advice show.
Oh, no,
I
know.
Here on this channel.
Vice.com, yes.
See, it's advice. You have an advice show and you have a Vice show. Yeah. So I don't want people to be confused. You got to go to Vice.com and see Jimmy's brand new TV show.
Today sometime. It'll go up in the morning sometime.
Dana White and Mike Tyson are your first guests. Yes, Kenny.
There's some very funny video clip teasers.
Yeah, they sent them out yesterday, and we'll tweet them today, I guess. We'll see.
Yeah, we've been tweeting the promos and commercials. Yeah. They've been great, too. So
very funny.
Thank you,
of course.
He gets molested by Mike
I
Tyson.
wouldn't say molested. It just bit my ear.
He molested you?
No, he didn't molest me at all. He just bit my ear. And he actually bit it. It hurt.
Did he get that like
Yes, he
sharp
did.
pain for a second?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, there's a lot of nerves in the ear.
Was there a moment where you're like, he's going to go all the way with this thing?
No, because I know he likes me. We did 2 takes. The first one, he took it easy on me. And I'm like, I wanted to make sure it looked right. And then the second one, he fucking clamped down.
That would have been, I would have hit a moment of panic where I would have been like, no, 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 no.
Yeah, I didn't panic, but I felt it. And you could see his fucking teeth.
Did he hear a little crunch? That ear could crunch a little bit.
I really felt it.
Wow. Where is this thing?
Just a 10-second program.
It's on his Twitter.
Hi, I'm Jim Norton. Be sure to watch my new show on Vice. I promise, it's going to be a real knockout.
Holy shit, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I mauled them.
Oh, yeah, he really bit me. That was good.
You can tell he really bit you.
Yeah, you can see the ear being pulled a little bit.
Yeah.
You also had the face like a car just missed you. Like right when you were done, you're like, oh, that was,
Show the other one, the Dana White one.
Oh, we gotta go to
No,
break.
we're talking about Tyson right now.
Yeah, Kenny.
Yeah, he's in it too.
I had a little observation. I can't believe we're friends with Mike Tyson. I know because of this radio show and stuff, we've gotten to do a lot of cool things, but just hanging out, we hang out with Mike Tyson.
That's pretty awesome.
And Jimmy has him on his show, like, and Mike couldn't wait to fly in just to do the Vice show.
Yeah, him and Dana both flew in and did me a massive favor. Mike was in Miami, supposed to go back to Vegas, and Dana came in to do it, and then flew Mike back